super warm welcome back to Swedish Magic. Välkommen tillbaka. Det är trevligt att se dig igen. This is the place where we make learning Swedish feel less like a chore and more like a magical adventure. We break down the tricky parts into simple, fun lessons. Today we're diving into something super useful. The everyday expressions that will make you sound like a native Swede. These are the short, natural phrases you'll hear all the time in casual conversations. Ready to level up your Swedish? Let's get started. All right, first up, let's look at two essential words for agreeing with someone or showing that you understand what's going on. These are your bread and butter in daily chats. Visst. First up is visst. This is your go-to word for saying sure or of course in a casual, friendly way. Think of it as the Swedish equivalent of yeah or sure thing. It's super common and makes you sound really natural. So if a friend asks, ska vi gå ut? Which means, shall we go out? You can just give a simple, enthusiastic visst. Easy, right? Or if someone asks for a hand, kan du hjälpa mig? You can respond with a friendly visst. It shows you're happy to help. Fattar. Next, we have fattar. This is the informal, everyday way to say I get it or I understand. The more formal verb is förstår, but in casual chats with friends, fattar is what you'll hear most often. If you're confused about something, you can say jag fattar inte. It's a perfectly natural way to ask for clarification. Jag fattar. I get it. Exactly when that light bulb moment happens and you finally understand, you can exclaim, jag fattar. It shows you're on the same page now. Life isn't always black and white, right? So let's learn a couple of words to express uncertainty or possibility. These are incredibly useful. Kanske. Kanske is the Swedish word for maybe or perhaps. It's used all the time, often in a very relaxed, non-committal way. It's a soft and gentle word. If someone asks you to do something and you're not sure, you can say kanske imorgon. It's a soft way of postponing. You can also pair it with I don't know for extra uncertainty. Kanske, jag vet inte. This is very common in everyday speech. Typ. Typ. This is one of the most common filler words in modern Swedish, especially among younger people. It's just like the English like or kind of. Using it will make your Swedish sound very casual and current. For instance, if it's a bit chilly but not freezing, you could say det är typ kallt idag. It softens the statement. Or to describe a relationship that's close. Hon är typ min bästa vän. It means she's not officially your best friend, but the feeling is there, very casual. It's always nice to find common ground with someone. Here are the simple ways to say me too and me neither to show you share an opinion or experience. Jag med. To agree with a positive statement, you can say jag med. It's short, sweet, and means me too. An alternative you'll also hear is samma här, which means same here. Both are great. If someone says, jag gillar kaffe, I like coffee, and you do too, a perfect reply is, Jag med. Feeling tired? If your friend says jag är trött, you can commiserate by saying jag med. Inte jag heller. Now, for negative statements, you can't use jag med. Instead, you have to use inte jag heller, which means me neither. Remember, this one is only used after someone says something negative, using a word like inte, not. So if your friend says, jag gillar inte vinter, I don't like winter, and you agree, you'd say, inte jag heller. Another example. Jag har inte sett den filmen. Your response, if you also haven't seen it, is inte jag heller. Expressing what you think is key in any language. In Swedish, there's a subtle but important difference between tror, to believe or guess, and tycker, to have an opinion. Let's see them in action. Tror inte det. First, tror inte det. This literally means believe not it, and is used when you're making a guess about a fact. You use tror for things you believe to be true or false. So, tror inte det means I don't think so, in the sense of a guess. If someone asks, kommer hon? Is she coming? And you have a feeling she isn't, but you're not 100% sure, you'd say, tror inte det. Similarly, for är affären öppen, you can answer, tror inte det, if you're guessing it's closed. Tycker det också. Now for tycker. You use tycker to express a personal opinion or feeling. So, jag tycker det också means I think so too when you're agreeing with someone's opinion. If a friend says, det är en bra idé, that's a good idea, and you share that opinion, you can say, ja, jag tycker det också. Or if someone shares their opinion on a movie, filmen var jättebra, you can agree with, jag tycker det också. Sometimes you need to let someone know that everything is okay. These next two expressions are perfect for reassuring someone and creating a relaxed vibe. Inga problem. Inga problem is the direct translation of no problem, and it's used in exactly the same way. It's a great response when someone thanks you. A slightly softer variation you might hear is ingen fara, which means no danger or no worries. If someone says tack för hjälpen, thanking you for your help, a classic friendly response is inga problem. If someone accidentally bumps into you and says oj, förlåt, you can brush it off with a simple inga problem. Det är lugnt. Det är lugnt is a fantastically Swedish phrase. Lugnt means calm, so it literally translates to it is calm. It's used to say it's fine, it's cool, or no worries. It's very common and has a very relaxed feel. Your friend arrives late and apologizes. Förlåt att jag är sen. You can let them know it's okay by saying det är lugnt. If someone thinks they've upset you and asks är du arg? You can reassure them with nej, det är lugnt. Now for those times when you genuinely don't have a preference or just don't care, here are two ways to express indifference. One neutral and one very informal. Spelar ingen roll. Spelar ingen roll literally means plays no role. It's the standard way to say it doesn't matter. It's neutral and can be used in almost any situation when you don't have a strong preference. When asked, vilken film vill du se? If you're happy with any choice, you can simply say, spelar ingen roll. You can also add för mig at the end to say, it doesn't matter to me. Det spelar ingen roll för mig. Skitsamma. Okay, now for a very informal one. Skitsamma. This is a mashup of shit, and samma, same. It's the equivalent of whatever or who cares. Because it's a bit crude, you should only use this with close friends in very casual settings. Imagine your plan gets cancelled. You might say, skitsamma, vi gör något annat. Whatever, let's do something else. If you miss the bus and you're just not in the mood to be upset about it, a short skitsamma expresses that feeling perfectly. Politeness is key. Let's cover the basics of saying thank you and you're welcome in Swedish. Tack så mycket. Tack så mycket is how you say thank you very much. It's a bit more formal and emphatic than just tack. For a simple casual thank you, just saying tack is perfectly fine and very common. If someone has gone out of their way to help you, it's nice to say tack så mycket för hjälpen. When receiving a gift you really love, you can say presenten är perfekt, tack så mycket. Varsågod. Varsågod is a multi-purpose word. It's the most common reply to tack, meaning you're welcome, but it also means here you go when you are handing something to someone. You'll hear it constantly in shops and restaurants. This is the classic exchange. Someone says tack, and you reply varsågod. When a barista hands you your drink, they will likely say varsågod as they give it to you. Everyone needs a little encouragement sometimes. These two phrases are perfect for cheering someone on and telling them you can do it in a very Swedish way. Kör hårt. Kör hårt literally means drive hard. It's a fantastic, energetic way to say go for it or give it your all. You can say it to someone before a test, an interview, a sports match, anything where they need to perform. Your friend is heading to a job interview. Wish them luck by saying kör hårt. Before a big game, you can cheer on your team with lycka till med matchen, kör hårt. Du fixar det. Du fixar det is such a great encouraging phrase. Fixar means to fix, manage or handle something. So this expression is the perfect Swedish equivalent of you got this or you'll manage. It's very supportive. If a friend says jag är nervös before a presentation, you can boost their confidence with a firm du fixar det. It acknowledges the difficulty but expresses faith in the person's ability. Provet är svårt, men du fixar det. Time is a big part of our daily interactions. Here are two simple phrases for asking someone to wait and for letting them know you're almost done. Vänta lite. Snart klar.
Vad sa du? Vad menar du? Skojar du?
Skojar du is the perfect way to say, are you kidding? Or are you joking? You can use it when you're genuinely in disbelief, or in a more light-hearted, teasing way.